Hey everyone, have you ever been part of a building project that just felt stuck? Like you're constantly hitting one roadblock after another? Well, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to talk about how to transform that chaotic, often frustrating process of designing and building something into a system that actually flows.
So let me just start with a question that I bet is going to hit home for a lot of you. Why is it that so many projects, big or small, seem to just spiral out of control, into a mess of delays, budget overruns, and just constant headaches? It's such a common story, but does it really have to be that way?
Well, it turns out the root of the problem can be boiled down to one single word: friction. And no, I'm not talking about the kind of friction that slows down a car. I'm talking about the friction that happens between people, between ideas, between plans and reality. It's the designer's amazing vision that gets completely lost in translation by the time it gets to the builder. It's that sticker shock when a simple drawing turns into a wildly expensive thing to actually build. Friction is that invisible force that can grind even the best projects to a screeching halt. So, if we're going to fix this, we have to understand it first, right? We need to diagnose the problem. So, that's what we're about to do. We're going to uncover the five main culprits behind all this friction, the common project killers that are really the source of so much pain in this process. So, what are these project killers? Well, here's our rogues gallery. We've got the infamous scope creep and revisions. Then there are those weak early budgets that just set everybody up for failure from day one. Number three, those disastrous handoff failures. Four, the absolute chaos of communication overload. And of course, number five, everyone's favorite, schedule surprises. Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so. Let's break them down. Okay, enough with the problems. It's time to talk about the solutions. And here's the great news. For every single one of these project killers, there is a powerful, tech-driven fix. We're about to see how a really smart, systems-based approach can take on these issues head-on and just make them disappear. First on our hit list is scope creep. Oh, you know this one. On the left, you see the problem. The client, they just can't visualize what a 2D plan will look like in real life. So decisions stall, and then come the late-stage changes that throw the whole project into total chaos. But check out the solution on the right. This is where technology becomes our best friend. Imagine live, shared-screen design sessions where ideas come to life right before your eyes. Picture AI generating visuals that show exactly what different finishes will look like. The whole goal here is to get a locked-in scope package, so everyone is crystal clear from the very beginning. And the result of doing that? It is a total game changer. I mean, when the vision is this clear, this early on, you get way faster approvals. You get far fewer nasty surprises down the line. And any change orders you do have are clean and simple. No more of that last-minute scramble. Just pure clarity and competence.
All right, next up, the dreaded weak early budget. We've all been there. That heart-stopping moment of sticker shock when the real numbers come in because the first guess and the actual design were basically on different planets. The fix is to connect the two. By linking your design software directly to a spreadsheet, you get live takeoffs. The costs update in real time as the design changes. And what's really cool is you can even have AI suggest alternative materials that fit the budget without wrecking the look. And the bottom line on this one? You get a much better, much more realistic budget way sooner in the process. And that means no more sticker shock for your client, and, this is absolutely crucial, it means a protected margin for the builder. That's a true win-win, right there. Now this timeline really shows where our third project killer, handoff failures, hides. Look at these critical points. The design gets finalized, but there could be gaps nobody sees. The permit set is issued, but there might be conflicts that everyone missed. And then, you start work on site, and all that hidden confusion erupts into super expensive delays. The fix here is like a digital safety net. It's an AI-assisted quality check that scans the plans and flags all those gaps, conflicts, and code issues before they ever become a real-world problem. Man, this chart just says it all, doesn't it? Our fourth project killer, communication overload. Look at that huge bar on the left. That's the old way. That's the mountain of endless emails, phone tag, and meetings that just go in circles. Now look at that little bar on the right. That is the new way. It represents short, focused, high-output sessions where you actually get things done, and then AI generates the summaries and action items. 1 hour of that is more productive than weeks of email hell. And finally, number five, schedule surprises. These are usually caused by procurement nightmares, right? The client takes forever to decide on a faucet or a specific tile is suddenly out of stock, and boom, the whole schedule is wrecked. The solution is just being proactive. It means having curated palettes of materials ready to go. It means having AI generate all the spec sheets for you instantly. And this is key. It means having pre-vetted backup options ready before you even need them. It's all about being prepared so you can dodge those last-minute emergencies. So, we've walked through the 5 biggest project killers, and we've talked about how to systematically get rid of all that friction. So what's the result? What happens when all these different pieces of the puzzle finally click into place?
The result is synergy. It's a powerful word. It's that magic that happens when all the different parts, the client's vision, the beautiful design, the realistic budget, the predictable schedule, when they all come together and work in perfect harmony. It's that amazing effect where 1 plus 1 suddenly equals 3. The project just flows.
So what's the big takeaway here? What does this all mean for you? Look, this is more than just a few neat tricks. It's a complete system, and it's built for 2 things: speed and clarity. A system like this reduces friction across the board. It speeds up design and approvals, it protects the client's budget while also safeguarding the builder's margin, and ultimately, it just leads to smoother, more predictable, and frankly, more enjoyable builds for everyone involved. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to think about. Is your next project going to be another story of friction and frustration? Or will you build it on a foundation of synergy? The choice really is yours. Thanks for joining me.